All right, let's start with Luigi Mangione. Something strange is happening to me where my I don't know what the fuck's going on. It feels like there's like blinding light in my eyes. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell's going on. It's weird. It's odd. I shouldn't even be mentioning this. Spot migraine, but I don't have a migraine. My head doesn't hurt. I don't know what it is. I don't have a headache.
UnitedHealthcare CEO killer Luigi Mangione. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Chanel Call live in a newsroom for us. Chanel, what can you tell us?
Yeah, coming to you live once again from our breaking news desk this morning, Mugo. And we just got this release from the U.S. Justice Department moments ago. I want to read to you part of it coming from Attorney General Pam Bondi's office. It says, quote, Luigi Mangione's murder of Brian Thompson, an innocent man and father of 2 young children, was a premeditated, cold-blooded assassination that shocked America. After careful consideration, I've directed federal prosecutors to seek the death penalty in this case as we carry out President Trump's agenda to stop violent crime and make America safe again. It goes on to say that the murder was an act of political violence and that Mangione's actions involved substantial planning and premeditation.
It's like a little bit better if I turn the lights off, but it's still there. Death penalty for killing rich people? Yeah. Oh no. I mean, this is no. It's not worth it. I still can't see even with the lights on. So, hold on. What the hell is going on? I feel great. Otherwise, I don't know why. I don't have an issue with I don't have an issue with anything else. Look at my comments, please. You can have an ocular migraine without the pain. My first migraine didn't hurt. I just went blind. I've had the thing you're experiencing. I mean, it's fine. I'm not going blind. I just like, it feels like there's a light. You know when you stare at a light for too long and you can't see? When you stare at a light for too long and you can't see, that's what it feels like. Ocular migraine. Yeah, it kind of feels like this, or like a little bit like this. What the hell? Am I dying? What is going on? Apparently it's caused by stress.
I also want to mention that we knew that this was a possibility, Mugo, after Luigi Mangione was charged federally back in December. He first faced 11 state charges. That included murder as an act of terrorism, and this is in connection to the killing of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Mangione has so far pleaded not guilty to those state charges, but the federal charges, they allow prosecutors to pursue the death penalty against him. Today, now, when we talk about capital punishment, AG Pam Bondi directing federal prosecutors to seek the death penalty in this case. We know Mangione has not yet entered a plea in that federal case, but prosecutors have already said that these 2 state cases and federal cases will essentially proceed on parallel tracks, with the state charges expected to go to trial first.
Wow, some very important background and context there. Chanel Call.
Yeah, I mean, the Mangione case is and all of the escalated charges surrounding it are entirely because of politics. Luigi Mangione's actions being taken as an act of terror in the state of New York is specifically because of politics. On the federal case, Attorney General Pam Bondi pushing for this to be elevated or demanding the death penalty on it is once again pure politics. The reason why they're doing this is because they want to make an example out of him. And it's kind of interesting because I feel like this creates a unique opportunity for the court system, or at least his defense attorneys, to try to push for a mistrial. Like there is a lot of outside interference in this case. I don't know. I mean, I hope that they don't end up crucifying him. I also don't know if crucifying him like this is going to backfire, you know, in terms of like how people see him, how people treat this case, because he was seen as a relatively positive figure. And I don't think that the attitude has shifted by the broader American population. I think that they still look at what he allegedly did as not a inherently evil act, even though obviously murder is evil, right? Murder is bad. It's unacceptable. Allegedly, Luigi Mangione's alleged murdering of Brian Thompson. The very fact that in a country like America, where people are incredibly draconian and have this very, very straightforward approach to law, order, justice, the very fact that like they would still look at a situation like this as an open and shut case and still go, yeah, well, the other guy has a lot more bodies because he's a private healthcare CEO is wild to me. It is indicative of how much pain private healthcare has caused in this country. And I think that this kind of prosecutorial overreach is inevitably going to cause more of a backlash in favor of Luigi Mangione and also against the administration. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Americans are so hog-minded that they'll turn around and go, no, actually, we were wrong for the things that we thought and the things that we said.